countrymen, women and youth. Good morning once more to the members of the press. My press briefing this morning is a very short one, and I just want to state that I want to thank God for giving us rains and for giving us life and the good air. I have not done a speech, so if you can't pick what I'm saying, my speech is here. This is my speech. So I called this morning the emergency press briefing regarding the state of the nation and the issues surrounding our party, the former ruling party, the Mighty Patriotic Front. But before I say much, I just wanted to state that there have been a lot of speculations, even as at yesterday, about my quietness. But you must know that usually when you are a planner, you don't talk anyhow. You go, you plan. And when you come back with the serious solutions. I want to take this opportunity to state that on the state of the nation, I want to comment and join others that have commented before me over the Chingola saga, where people wanted to risk the life of the president by throwing stones towards the head of state. That behavior, as president of the Patriotic Front party, cannot be condoned, and it cannot be tolerated in this country. You cannot risk the life of the president. Whether you like him or don't like him, here we are dealing with the presidency. The presidency is an institution. All of us, we need to respect the powers that are governing us as at now. I just want to remind the youths of Chingola that we have so many youths in the country, and if the demographic survey, and my memory serves me well, about 72% of the population are the youths. There are youths in Mafinga, there are youths in Shangombo, there are youths in Sinazeze, there are youths in Chavuma, and there are youths in Lukulu who don't have the privileges that the people of Chingola has. And Chingola is not Zambia. Zambia has got 116 districts. And if they are aggrieved, they have the leadership on the ground, starting with their councillors, the district commissioners, the members of parliament, and the local councils under the provincial administration. But we can't allow a situation where people can risk the life of the president And the youths there are very lucky that you have got a president who is good-hearted. Others would have seen blood. People would have been killed. And it's very shocking. Some of our members, especially from the Patriotic Front, they were even all over on social media trying to justify or amplify the acts of the barbaric behavior of the youths. And they were talking like that, the loudest, when their children were not even there. Those boys were just being used. And I just want to distance ourselves as a legitimate Patriotic Front party leadership, that we are not part and parcel of those who are celebrating the throwing stones at the head of state. And you have seen since that day, the ruling party cadres now have been alarmed and awakened that they want to start now doing cadaism. But I want to advise the ruling UPND youths that yes, those who are in discipline, we can deal with them. But let's not go back to the cadaism, because that's what the president has been advocating for, President Hakainde Hichilema, for peace, stability, and security. And that's what made us lose the elections as the Patriotic Front. And that's what has led for us to be disoriented. We can't sit down and dialogue. So I thought I should make that arrangement. Let's leave the security wings, but also to the security wings, those seeds that you know that maybe they're not with you, let's discipline them. Let's discipline them. Because you cannot allow a situation where the head of state's life is at risk. The man who is trying to put the country's economy back to stability. Allow me also to talk about the energy sector, where first I want to recommend President Hakainde Hichilema for taking a leading role himself as head of state to the issues with regards of the power generation of this country. I think this is commendable, Mr. President, that you are leading. And let us, all of us, from the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature, let's support this noble cause. We know the country, we are going through serious challenges in terms of electricity, but I think this is an issue that we have seen Mr. President is leading the law to make sure that we have enough electricity in the country. I think we have seen in the past few days, one of them was yesterday, where we could see different investors that are coming into the country to come and help. It's because of that stability. The country that has no stability, you never see investors flocking. It's a commendable job. On a fuel, I have said time and again, and I've advised, but you need to be very careful as government. There are some people that can end up sabotaging you. So we need to be screening the companies that are supplying us fuel. the companies that you are giving fuel. Others, they do not mean well. They will mess you up and people start rising. So I want to comment on the past few days where diesel has been a problem in the country. So we cannot have a situation where, I think, where the president is pulling this side and when you have some stakeholders that wants to pull the other side on the negative. Again here, I would request the security wings to help us, because we might end up having saboteurs who just want to sabotage the country as we go towards the general elections. Because we need electricity in our compounds. We need the hairdressers, the barber shops, and the welders to make sure that they have enough electricity so that they're able to do their business effectively, as well as fuel for us and the people to make movements. I'd like also to talk about the voter registration and commend the Electoral Commission of Zambia for heeding the cries of our people and our citizens by extending it for the next 15 days. However, still we have seen that the sensitization has not been done much. Only hope that the ECZ then in the last few days they can up the game and make sure that our people registered to vote, especially our youths. Let's go and register as voters in our masses, because your vote counts. Next year we have elections on the 13th of August, and we need proper, credible elections. We don't want violence. We want peaceful, because our country is known for peace. We are known for peace. And I would like to encourage the church mother bodies throughout the country to make sure that we continue praying for our country, so that we do not have the copy and paste. The way some people have been abusing social media by encouraging people to say, no, the way it happened in a certain country, it must happen here. No, this is a Christian nation. And we all have one country, and that is Zambia, where we shall live forever. And I've seen some people, when they write, say, no, Chabinga will run away. Make sure that you run away after 13th of August. I was born in Zambia. I'm a Zambian, and I'll never go anywhere. Maybe you who have been writing much about me, you might end up running away yourself. Me, I will never run away, because this is my country. If it's to die, I will die in this country and be buried in Zambia. The Patriotic Front Party, we have seen in the recent past, there have been drama after drama, and this is very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing to the former ruling party. You can imagine when we lost our 60th president, Dr. Edgar Chagwalungu, on the 5th of May. There have been drama. And at some point when I addressed you, the members of the press, I said, and I quote what I said, that people are trying to use the funeral to make money. You members of the press, I think you agree with me now. Because some of the people that were thin that time before the funeral, they have become fat by frequenting South Africa. Those who are looking broke, they look now okay by frequenting South Africa. It meant that they have been using the funeral of our late 60th president. Whilst the family, the Lungu family, are mourning, others, it's a blessing in disguise. What a shame. And I was condemned. I was condemned when I said those statements. People are calling me to say, no, if Chabinga is the party president, can he come to secretariat? I'm not a person of confusion. And I'll repeat, if I had come to the secretariat, I would have caused mayhem. But I love peace. And I do things in a proper and organized manner. That's why you never see our team. I'm seated here alone. I would have had a lot of people who wanted to join him on the press briefing. But I said, I need to do this thing alone. Because I don't want other people to be targeted. So thank you for my lieutenants, wherever you are, for the support that you have given us. Myself, the Secretary General, my two vice presidents, and the Central Committee, for allowing me that I should go on with this press briefing. Because me, I'm thick-skinned, very thick-skinned. I cannot be shaken by anybody. I told you last time that I only fear God and the hunger. That's all. Pantu insalata yabana. Insalata yabana. Namukaya yo. I think that is what is important. So I want to state this very clearly, that there is only one legitimate PF, where I'm the acting president and Mr. Morgan is Secretary General. And there's been very much drama. And you journalists busy reporting them. Hey, acting president, Mr. So. Hey, Secretary General, Mr. So. I don't want to say that. Others are even in jail. And you still address them. Now the goodness is that very simple. After this press briefing, a lot of people will be cited for contempt when they addressed other people otherwise. No, the Central Committee sat will have the convention. Which convention? I'm the only one who can sanction the convention than Mr. Mona. Mr. Mona has the executive powers to sanction for the convention. And myself. Now you need to check between which groups follows the law and the groups that do not follow the law. They do things with impunity. They don't care. And those are the people that were busy, and they are busy talking and advertising that they have to come to power. First, when themselves they want to say we shall uphold the rule of law, when themselves they cannot apply that rule of law. They do things with impunity. People started selling themselves as presidential candidates. They started even, first they collected the first 200,000 kwachas, and they ate the 200,000, which was coming to 1.8 million. And they have started another process. They want to eat some more money from people. And that the date was set that we shall have the convention. I don't know whether it's 29th, whether it's 30th. Others writing, no, we need to see Chabinga, we shall attack him, we shall do what? Are you sure? We are not violent people. Team Chabs is a good, calm, and collected team. We are not violent people, as we believe in dialogue. People in South Africa, everyone who goes to South Africa comes back. I was blessed. I'm the one who was anointed. Now you can imagine, it's like you have a house. The title deed of that house is with other people, and you family members are fighting for the house. Well, as the owners of the house are quiet, and you are busy fighting, they left it to me, they left it to me. You can imagine even how people are looking at us. How many people have mushroomed it wants to be president of the party, the PF? Plenty. That's where you must see that there's a problem. When they lie to you to say it's democratic, they're not democratic, they're selfish. Each one of them has a personal ego. Everyone wants to be in charge. Honorable Given Lubinda, they made us lose the elections. Honorable Mundu Vile, they made us fail the bulletin. They were given lots of money. They sensitized the people in the country. They failed. He was dribbled when he was told you are the preferred candidate before we lost the 6th Republican president. He was injured, and I can tell you that even before I took over the leader of opposition, before that convention we had, he was about to be kicked out as leader of opposition. And today he's saying now he can be president. Very weak. Very weak. We have Honorable Makebi Zulu, that he is a lawyer. He was a provincial minister for Eastern Province, and he was a member of parliament for Malambo. If you lose your constituents and you are a provincial minister, you lose. What guarantees you that you can win the nation? If you fail to lose in your own village, you lose. Where you are in charge as provincial minister, you lose, and losing it badly. And that will be, you come and be president. We have Honorable Grefford Monde. The list is endless. I know other people will be mushrooming. I want to advise my colleagues, if they were too smart, and genuinely so, they would have engaged Team Chabs. They would have engaged me. But they want to be coming one by one, wanting to engage. Meanwhile, they are funding people to attack me on social media and insult me. I'm the currently most abused person in the country on social media. The first one is HH. The second one is Chabinga. The third one is Mwangala Salomis. The fourth one is Honorable Madam Speaker Nelly Muti. Every day when they wake up is Chabinga. When they don't mention about Chabinga, it's a problem. I laughed yesterday. I was watching one social media where people have been dotted and they put a name Chabinga sleeping on some plank thing, doing smoking. That I'm checking, I'm watching the people. It made me so laugh. And indeed, I think whoever designed that was my proper depiction of my illustration when I was looking at these people. When they're busy fighting and I was just quiet, not talking about it. This side they are funding people. This side to say, insult him. This side they are coming, we need to talk. What can we talk? And by the way, let me tell you, I know you are watching. Now, if you want to come and talk to me, you need to be talking about negotiating with me as vice president. Because I'm in charge and I'm president. So the issues of talking to say what to be on top. What makes you think I cannot be president? You are the only ones who can be. What kind of nonsense is that? You are the only ones who can be. Bu president tabasala abantu bakuwe. Bu president tabasala abantu ba mulye. You eat this side, tomorrow you are this. You are not stable. You need to be stable in your dealings and in what you do. And be consistent in what you do in life. Not today you are this. And by the way, if these guys were serious in what they are doing, we would have all put our energies to make sure that we bury our 60th president. Then we talk about convention. You cannot be talking about the convention when you have not buried the 60th president. Others even run away, leaving the COP, leaving the position of a spokesperson. There's nothing personal, but I want to talk about the realities. Our country has got traditional norms and values, and the values of and the culture. That's why of these traditional ceremonies, they help us to have belief in the traditional values. You cannot be discussing or fighting about succession when you have not married. That's why they say somebody after you have married, now you sit down and start talking. Not the circus which is there. That's why you must be very careful in the spirit of the late 60th president. Cannot be happy with some of you. Some of them, they misled him even to come back. Meanwhile, they had an ambition. They are saying, no, we need to push this agenda when they had a different agenda. Now, I'm inviting those who want to dialogue. Our team is ready to dialogue. Team Chabs is ready to dialogue. But don't come with pomp. Don't come with the pomp to me and be pompous, because some of them, by the way, most of them I can call them Bakatukumene. I started politics earlier than some of these chaps. I'm more experienced, very experienced. The only difference that others were lucky and fortunate that they served as ministers. But by serving as a minister does not make you think that you have experience. We are very experienced. Very experienced. So my point I'm trying to say, we shall dialogue with those who wants to unite the country, not those who wants to divide the country. We shall dialogue with the people that will be talking about the improving of the country's economy. And we shall dialogue with those who do not insult the incumbent president. If you are coming here with the issue of insulting the incumbent president, when ourselves we left the GDP at minus 2.8, our friends have managed on average to GDP plus 4%, then you want to insult. We are not ready for such kind of people. And then when you are coming here with the pomp, and some are even trying to offer to me money when themselves they are broke. You are trying to offer me money when yourself you are broke. Where are you going to get the money from? Because some of you we know, they left South Africa, they have left a lot of debts in the hotels. And they are here. And here they are talking, and people. Now I want to advise all the Patriotic Front members throughout the country that abo baleiso kwabo abengi ni ba puti ni ba mapiete babu fi baboza. But the goodness is that from this press briefing, the line has been drawn. The line has been drawn. Chabinga is nothing. Honorable Mona is nothing. And this Central Committee. Now after this press briefing, you shall know who Chabinga is. You shall know who Mona is. To my members of parliament, my fellow members of parliament, open up your eyes. Some of you, it might be the end of your political career. Open your eyes. The only team that can save you is the team Chabs with Rugwalo. Yesterday I was laughing that no, and they like cheating to one another. There's a court process inside, and they are lying to say the court made the ruling that there should not be changes at Registrar of Societies, changing in terms of office bearers. The only ruling that was made was that the court had to halt the changes at Registrar of Societies during the time when the Registrar of Societies was sued under Attorney General. And at that particular time, the court said because Registrar of Societies has been sued, there should not be any changes. And in any case, the only changes at Registrar of Societies were done in 2023 after the convention, and in 2024, to be specific, on the 4th of July, when Mr. Mao Sampa was expelled from the party. That's when the things were changed. And people were still dreaming yesterday. I was laughing. They are dreaming to say Honorable Chabinga is not on record. I was not put on record on the 24th, on the 2024th. I was put on record in the 2023. And I decided that I didn't want to put myself there as president. It was deliberate to maintain as a committee member. But because there were minutes that supported me by the central committee that sat to say I'm the acting president. And that is the reason. And that is why even if they were saying, no, Chabinga is not there, why have they not been participating into the elections? Because I'm the only signatory, and Mr. Morgan Ngona, to the adoption certificates. The specimen of my signature to Electoral Commission of Zambia, to all government institutions, it's my specimen. It's not by fluke. It's not by fluke. So, councillors throughout the country, council chairpersons throughout the country, mayors throughout the country, my fellow honorable members of parliament, only Team Chabs is legitimate. So, if you be just following blindly, I can guarantee you, your political career will come to an end when parliament is dissolved in May. Epakava ukabulule ndao kumeishi. It will be so nice. And if you start following me during that time, I won't be available. Start talking to me now nicely. That time, because I'll be calling you, sorry, I'm not around. If you want adoption certificate, kindly fly to Mauritius. You arrive in Mauritius, I've left Mauritius, sorry, I had an emergency. I'm now in Malaysia. So be very careful. I'm telling you the reality. I'm telling you the truth. That's what will happen. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you the reality. If people were thinking that I got this position because of money, that I wanted money, they wanted money because as members of parliament who were contributing 5,000 per member of parliament. And they were just eating the money. Me, when I took over as acting president, I suspended the collection of money from my members of parliament. You must even thank me. But they even went further because their mind is always crooked. They created an organization where they said they should be contributing. And some members of parliament, I don't know about and I don't even know where you come from, where you're calling yourself a member of parliament. If where you're coming from with the leadership, I would expect a member of parliament to be humble and to respect the people that voted for them, who voted for you to come to parliament, than to come and be royal and be a coward to your fellow member of parliament whom you just met at parliament. Shatala Monapoide. Bukuwewa Musangoi. Wake up, honorable members. Wake up. As you are being called the honorable, in the constituents, be called honorable, even at parliament. Have your stance. You sown in a lot. And you have seen the developments in your areas. Constituency Development Fund, which us as the PF, I'll tell you, I'll give a practical example of my finger. From 2016, my colleague received 3 times of CDF. 3. 2016, 2019, and the last one, he did not even receive. I'm the one who came to receive it. So basically, he only received it twice. 2016 and 2019. 2021, I'm the one who came to receive it. Our colleagues have increased from 1.6 to 40 million. And you as a member of parliament, you are just following blindly. Your friends are collecting money on that position where you are following. No ways. That cannot work out. Wake up. So I just want to state that very clearly that yes, effective yesterday, I instructed my Secretary General, Mr. Morgan Ngona, to get an order. And we obtained an order yesterday. So when you media were sniffing around that the order has been obtained in Kabwe, and they saw Chabinga was in Kabwe trying to obtain the order. Yes, I was in Kabwe. I was in Kabwe. I wanted to deal with it personally, not another person. And we obtained the order of number 1. Effective this minute, PF Secretariat shall remain closed till further notice. Effective this minute, no one apart from Mr. Morgan Ngona shall use any party property. This starts from headed papers, receipt books, offices throughout the country. There shall not be any meeting by anybody purporting that is Patriotic Front other than the meeting being sanctioned by myself and Mr. Morgan Ngona. We didn't want to use it. I promised you that when I come back to speak, no one will enter Secretariat. And I meant my words. The game now has changed. Now we need to be in gear 5. We were moving at gear 4. Now we're in gear 5. Politics has started. So we were trying to put politics. We are also, Team Chabs, now putting politics. But our politics, as we take the matter in court, not with impunity, so that the court should help us as the referees. We have just put that temporarily in order for us, when matters are done in court, we shall resume using the Secretariat. This I mean, all the parties, offices throughout the country of the Patriotic Front. I'm advising all the wards, the constituencies, the districts, the provinces throughout the country, and the main secretariat headquarters. No one should dare to go there. You go there, you go at your own risk. The law will visit you on your own. I didn't want to use savage way. If I wanted to do that, Chabinga has no people. Hey, there. So I didn't want to use those routes. I'm sure as we are speaking, my PA will be distributing on soft copies of the court order. You are receiving it. And as I speak, our lawyers are heading for a service to the people involved. We are servicing, in this case, we have sued Honorable Madam Brenda Nyirenda, who is my sister. Sorry, unfortunately, to have to attack you yourself, even innocently, because you have been purportedly so that you are Secretary General. So we don't want. So you are a recipient. You are the person that must be the defendant, and your agents. So this means every agent involved. And the other person that shall be saved, this is the Inspector General of Police. So that things are done properly. Us will be just monitoring which media institution addresses Honorable Chabinga as acting president. Very simple. You receive a summon. We're not threatening and we're not saying we're closing you. We're not. We are just saying that this is. We need to put things in perspective and orderly. Maybe if you address them that the former. But you must know that the only sitting former acting president, president of the PF is Mao Sampa. Only he's the only former. We don't have any. The current one is me here speaking. Chabs International. So please be guided accordingly throughout the country. This is the status quo. We have not done it with malice, but we are doing it, wanted to control and want to put order. And I want to advise all the aspiring candidates that started paying the monies. Please go and see wherever you paid the money from. We don't want to eat. We don't want the money. Please just get it back, because and we shall not be involved into those monies. When you are giving each other, we are not there. So please, it's better you ask for a refund from the people you paid the money. Otherwise, that is the status. The last point is that there shall be no convention. So in that court order, there shall be no convention of the Patriotic Front. The last convention we had it in 2023. The constitution is very clear. It's after 5 years. So the next count from 2023. When is the next convention is going to be for PF? 2027, which Mr. Morgan Ngona shall organize. Very simple and straightforward. We know. There must be order. Every organization, there are rules. The Patriotic Front Party is a club. That's why it's registered under the society. The owners of the club sets up rules. You cannot just wake up in your bedroom and set up rules. So here, Team Chabs and Honorable Ngona and the rest of the people, they set up rules. And those rules, most of them, we have not changed anything. These rules, we just found them. We are just implementing that in the absence of dialogue, you go to court as the best referees. And that's what we have decided to do so. Kindly be advised accordingly. Acting President Robert Chabinga, Secretary General Honorable Morgan Ngona. All the meetings throughout the country who request and advise the people throughout the country that only the meetings for Patriotic Front has to be called and sanctioned by Honorable Morgan Ngona, our Secretary General, and myself. All stationaries, headed papers, whatever form must be done. And in due course, all the members of the Patriotic Front, since that office now remains closed for now, till matters are finished, we shall advise, and I shall call upon again the press briefing to advise where our new offices are. We are waiting on the modalities to where our new offices shall be, as that one remain closed, because we want order so that our people can be coming. We don't want to be going to offices where it is thuggerish. We don't want to go to the offices where people can be chanting slogans, even when there are not enough toilets. People are dancing, and the corridor is coming. And I've done it with a sense of responsibility. We have not buried our 60th president. Therefore, we cannot be allowing anarchists. We cannot be allowing slogans. We cannot be allowing campaigns when we have not buried our 60th president. Let's come and talk. Even me, I'm ready for the dialogue. I want to tell you, I'm ready for the dialogue with one condition. after we put all of us concerted efforts to bury our 60th president in dignity, then we can sit for somebody and discuss. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, members of the press.
No questions, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.